it's not there. Azam space, Mirai space. We're going DHO and creating that double gap for rehab. They got it? And play out of that. Second trip, Omar, rehab, flat, right? Flat small. We got honest on the side here. Okay, Mirai, you're going to change sides. You got a chance to attack rehab. You got a chance to go downhill Azam, that's fine. If you get it to
Former NBA player, and again, what a huge revelation he's been for the Federation. And obviously be given the opportunity by Luol Deng, the president of South Sudanese basketball. Well, there is our official sponsor, the Tissot countdown to tip-off. We're moments away now here from this 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifying matchup between South Sudan and Egypt. Two teams top of the group, both teams 7-1. One of them will go 8-1, the other one will go 7-2. Don't go anywhere as we are set for tip. Well, tempo, as we mentioned, will be the key of how these two teams get out here and how they run in transition. But again, the key thing will be from players such as Nuni Ahmad is how well he is able to manipulate, along with Achul as well down low. The big man, 7'2". There's a Seth Mariah. He's going to have a big game in the low block here tonight for Egypt. These two teams in pole position now to qualify for the 2023 FIBA World Cup, as we mentioned, will be hosted next summer between three countries of Japan, Indonesia, and Gilas, Filipinas. Well, Mahmoud Anas will jump here with Achul, and the tip is underway, and Egypt will have the first possession now. Egypt now will try to get things going as much as possible here in the low block. Here comes the isolation play now, pulls up the mid-range, hits the front iron, doesn't get it. And now Nuni Ahmad, one of the best power forwards you'll see here in international basketball. Sunday Desh now gets a reversal. They go down low to Achul. Now looking to isolate, trying to force his way in the low block. And we got a man down now. Nuni Ahmad goes in with his right, tries to spin around. 5 seconds left to get a, well, they don't get a shot. Great defense here for Egypt. Ahmad now forces up a Hail Mary three, doesn't get it. And the Egyptians now, as Mahmoud Anas going all the way, going up with a right-hand layup, can't get it. And now Sunday Desh comes up with it. And Desh has got pulled there to his left. There's a penetration now, there's a kick out. Down the middle, and a foul has been committed by Assem Mariah. Well, Kwani was the one who made the penetration when he had the ball. Well, 3 is up. It's no good from South Sudan. Well, ball call there. You can see a good game the other night against Senegal. The Googie Jenks players. Well, Nuni Amat trying to his hand in the passing lane. Nas Mahmoud now kicks this one out. Egypt again struggling from the perimeter. It's both teams now just trying to gather some momentum now. Nuni Amat with a crossover. Another kick out now. Kwani for 3. Takes it, doesn't get it. But they're usually shooting about 30% from the perimeter, South Sudan. Which is part of their bread and butter, but one thing that separates them from most teams here in the Africas. A beautiful little drive to the basket. Well, Yusuf Abu Shusha there. And just camping out in the corner, just trying to find that little opening. Now Sunday Detch here on the ball. And the shot is up, no foul quarter now. Egypt can push this one. We got numbers now. He's got a, well, he should have got the ball to a Samurai a little bit early. Wasted opportunity there. A ball call for 3, takes it, nails it. And again, a very destructive way there for Egypt, excuse me. And they pull up, no rebounds on the basket. Samurai, that's what we want to see, but he can't come up with it. And now Kwani, South Sudan with numbers here. Or Sunday Detch, excuse me. Well, Chill's got to look up, he's got to see who's available. Tries to force up off the backboard. He had 2 options. Nuni Amat under the basket. And Kwani wide open in the corner. Egypt now trying to get something going down low with Samurai. There's the penetration, hangs in the air. Again, a wasted opportunity. Can South Sudan capitalize? Well, Sunday Detch made the cut, and Nuni Amat didn't get the ball to him. There you can see Royal Ivy saying, look up. You got to love the way South Sudan play. They try to cause a lot of problems to defense. That was the drive there by Abu Shusha. And a 3-pointer by Bull Qual. Bull Qual now looking to give this one up. Finds Chul now. Chul trying to take his way in against the Samurai under the basket. Doesn't get it. But the tip in by the big fella. And again, that's 7 foot there. Just going to work there against the Samurai. He's about 6'10". The foul has been committed. Well, I think Chul was just trying to calm him down there. But again, the tempers, what you've got right now is 2 teams who've dominated the FIBA World Cup African qualifiers. And this has been a competition. Egypt want to be the best. Well, look at the knock there from Bull Qual there. He picks up his first personal foul. And I like the matchup. These 2 players just going at each other. Well, Mahmoud Anas now, the former Louisville player, loses balance, a traveling violation. Well, Nas Mahmoud, as we mentioned, went to West Oaks Academy in Florida for playing 4 seasons at the University of Louisville. Since 2018, his play with Zamalek was also featured for them. And they finished 4th place in the 2022 FIBA Intercontinental Cup, which they hosted in Egypt. And Nuni Amat now tries a 3-pointer, takes it, nails it. And again, the bread and butter is from the perimeter right now for South Sudan. But you think he's having fun out there? I mean, he has just been a warrior for South Sudan here in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. A Samurai, another turnover. Well, Egypt right now just showing a bit of anxiety here. See the South Sudanese pressure on defense, and look at that, that's a beautiful sight there. I mean, you gotta love the South Sudanese basketball fans. FIBA Afro-Basket, they were there in Kigali, Rwanda, in big numbers. And they've been in every window. Well, Nuni Amat now looking to go to work. Amat goes up, hangs in the air, doesn't get the and one. And he will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, Nuni Amat to Baylor, who played 2 seasons. I mean, Anas Mahmoud, he just cannot guard Nuni Ahmad. It's as simple as that. You like that, of course. You got a bit of NCAA action there. Louisville versus Baylor. As I was saying, the Nuni Ahmad started his professional career with the Long Island Nets in the NBA G League. He's also played in Turkey for Tofaş Bursa. As of next season, he'll be going to Puerto Rico to play for Leonis de Ponce after a season with the Gießen 46ers in the German Basketball League and the Easy Credit German Bundesliga, excuse me. Well, makes it 2 for 2 for the charity stripe. Egypt now just trying to find ways to break the zone down. Well, excuse me, the defense. And now here comes Sunday Dech. A turnover there. As Nuni Ahmad was unable to secure the pass. We gotta love the tempo that South Sudan are playing at. They really want to push this one in transition as much as possible. Just trying to find ways to break this defense now. He was wide open, didn't go for the shot, but go for the 3-pointer. Saeed now in the corner, nails it. Well, Samir Saeed hitting the big 3-pointer. I mean, that will probably settle the nerves of Egypt. Well, Nuni Ahmad now making a penetration. There's a kick out now, finding a 3 in the corner. 3 is up, and again it's good. Well, Bull Kuol now hitting the 3rd tray ball for the first quarter now here for South Sudan. It's his 2nd so far. Jose doesn't get it. Well, now Kwani here in transition finds Sunday Dech. Pump fakes, finds it. Can he hit his 3rd one? In and out, doesn't get it. Well, that would have really set the roof off this arena. Those South Sudanese basketball fans, they would have really got electric after that one. Well, goes in and he gets the and one. Well, smooth move by Ahab Saleh going to the basket. You gotta love that move to the basket. That sweet little hesitation. Just goes in with a beautiful finger roll. Well, 27 years of age, originally from Alexandria, Egypt. Actually went to play in the NCAA with Texas A&M, and then for the University of Oregon for a season. Well, Chol and Nuni Ahmad will go to the bench, take a breather now here for South Sudan. As I was saying now about Ahab Amin, who is currently at the free throw line here, started his professional career in 2012 for Sporting Alexandria. Now has played the last few seasons with Al Ahly, 2-time Egyptian League champion in 2013 and 22 last season. So again, a highly rated player here. Sunday Dech now. Daniel Kuf now goes in a little teardrop and hits everything but the basket. And now Egypt can potentially make this a 2-possession game now. And he now making another penetration. This time goes into his right, doesn't get it. That's a good move. He's got to finish that one. Sunday Dech in transition. Nice pull and Cho. Oh, baby! A bit of a South Sudanese Afro step. Well, this guy has come ready to play. Well, I like this. Call this the South Sudanese Afro step that by Bull Kuol. Well, Abdul Halim now giving this one up here. Shahata, he has to give it up. Well, gets rejected. Well, what do we have here? Transition. Well, Dech now, and again, they turn it over. South Sudan wastes the opportunity. And one more pass out to go for the 3. A 3 is up, and the 3 is no good. Again, South Sudan here. Just trying to slow this one down here. Here's a 7-point lead, but leading the rebounds 10-7 over Egypt so far here. Well, Sunday hesitates now. Sunday puts up a little teardrop off the backboard. Wow. They say the bank isn't open on Sunday. But Mr. Detch is just putting the work in. They try a deep three, and the three is good by Yusuf Shehata. And that'll settle the nerves. Finding Dane Coop now. Tries another little teardrop. This time he hits the rim. It's no avail now. There's another three. The three is up, and again, it is raining threes here in Monastir. Well, Kuwani, simply cash money from the perimeter. Egypt now just trying to find ways to break the defense down, but they turn it over. And now South Sudan here. Kuwani with the ball in his hands. Sunday coming off one screen again with Dangakoop. Sunday down the middle. They're going to call an illegal screen. Well. South Sudan now putting up the pressure. Both teams in the 3-team fouls. 9-point lead here. Egypt again. Well, Samurai now back again. They want to get the ball to the low block, but again, they keep turning the ball over. As now Jackson McCoy's there in the game. Gets caught a double team now. Forces up the prayer, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds. A great job there by Samurai. Well, technical foul was called there. And Egypt just capitalized by shooting the free throw now, cutting it down to an 8-point ball game. So this game now, good tempo here for both these two teams. Egypt at the moment, one thing that's causing them problems is 5 turnovers. South Sudan with 3 so far only. There's the penetration out, kick out, finding a Samurai. Right now attacking the basket, goes up, and again, much better, but he can't finish it. But that's better from the Samurai. You know, he's got to demand the ball in the low block, and he's got to really take it to the South Sudanese front court players. Just like Gorgie Jang did last night here against Tunisia, just trying to put himself in the low block, draw the fouls. Now Nuni Ahmad is going to come back in the game, so Dangakoop along with Nuni Ahmad will play the 5 and the 4. There's Jackson McCoy here on the point guard duty. A potential 2-for-1 here for South Sudan. McCoy with the penetration. McCoy puts up the floater, draws a foul, so he will go to the free throw line. And Royal Ivy, again, applauding his team's ability to play a very disciplined half-court set, using the pick and rolls effectively, and again, just attacking the areas where Egypt. Well, Sam Marai's done a good job there because he stayed between both Dangakoop and Jackson McCoy, because if he overcommits, it's going to be an alley-oop, but at the same time, you can see Saab saying to his coach, what am I supposed to do? And Roy Ron is like, come on, man, you got to do better than that. Jackson McCoy now makes the first free throw. Well, played his university basketball at Daytona State College. And actually spent last season playing professional basketball in Croatia, along with Qualifiers at the same club. But now he'll be going back to the Australian NBL to play for the Sydney Kings. So this is what Samurai needs to do now. Here comes the post. Goes in, strong move. And again, he's got to keep going to it. If the double teams come, you got to kick it out. There's a penetration, little teardrop. A much better play there. In Egypt, continue the battle now. South Sudan, look at the last shot there. Abdel Halim there got the basket. Now Jackson McCoy here, 7 on the clock. He's got to get something going. Well, step back. Jackson McCoy goes in. Oh, baby! Jackson McCoy, are you serious? Well, somebody called in the paramedics. Jackson McCoy is just breaking ankles, get into the basket. Well, look at the wraparound layup, and it was a crossover. And there's the floater by Abdel Halim. Now to make this an 11-point ball game. Well, Samurai's got to shoot it. Puts it up. Again, does not meet the summit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is South Sudan who have an 11-point lead here over Egypt in the first quarter of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We're live here in Monastir, Tunisia. There are the stats, of course. South Sudan, 4 3-point field goals, and within the rainbow. Let's take a look at the highlights. Of course, being very aggressive, just getting that tip back there. And Samurai, doing everything you can on defense, but he needs a little bit of help. He's getting a lot there, hitting the wide open three-pointer. Well, Egypt just need to keep competing, of course, keep battling, show no fear. That was the Afro South Sudanese step. You gotta love that play. You gotta love it. Make sure you download Courtside 1891, where you get all the best live streams, games of international basketball all over the world. Remember, next month we have the FIBA Women's World Cup. The fortnight we have the FIBA Eurobasket and America Cup. Courtside 1891. You can watch them all with the streams, the schedules, and the scores. Well, slight delay there, just a technical difficulty that we're having with the clock at the moment. We're just trying to sort it out, ladies and gentlemen. I think they were trying to decide whose possession will be, so it will be South Sudan ball here at the beginning of the second quarter. South Sudan now with the wall, a chill in the game. Good hands there by Muhammad now. Takes the pass. Well, I think he thought he got away with it. I think he fooled himself on that one. But I love how casual he was about it and tried to keep playing. Coming up one screen now. Abdelhalim goes in, towers over, doesn't get it. They come up with it now, and now Jackson McCoy can push this one. He's gonna this one. He goes down low to Nuni Amat now. Amat backing down, turns around, tries a one-legged fade. Wow, goodness gracious! Nuni Amat is playing for an MVP. One-legged fadeaways. Losing the lane now, goes up, and he doesn't get the and one, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's a tough move then, very unlucky not to get the 3-point play. Makes the first free throw. You know, free throw is going to be a key part of this game, of course. I mean, Egypt at the moment, 3 for 3 for the charity stripe. Well, both teams 100%, but again, if you're trying to get back in this game, you want to get to the charity stripe as much as possible. Just give yourself a chance, just chipping in the depths, and there is the first miss of the game from both of these two teams. Well, Muhammad is feeling it right now. Egypt just going into this 2-3 zone here. And it's an interesting decision considering what a good perimeter shooting team South Sudan are. Well, Deng Akuf, and again, they forgot about Deng Akuf. Gets his first 2 points of the game. Sat at the high post there and just turned around and uncontested. There's now Anas Mahmoud now looking for a handoff. Tries a foul, and the foul is going to be again on Nuni Amat, and that's going to be his second personal foul. And Egypt turned the ball over. Coach Rana there again, very disappointed with his team's inability to take care of the basketball. South Sudan now with a 14-point lead. In pole position now, Egypt standing 2-3 zone. Jackson McCoy puts up a little teardrop, and again, it's too easy. Well, if you're gonna play a 2-3 zone against a team that know how to shoot the ball, but more importantly, just put the ball in the basket, you gotta be a bit more aggressive. Gendy now coming off one screen here, finding Seth Marai. Marai looking for another handoff. Well, here's the mismatch. Wants to back down and gets a chill hit. Seth Marai, another kick out. Finds up a Hail Mary 3. Wow, goodness gracious. Well, Mr. Amin from no man's land. Trying to go for a give and go play, turn it over. Now Egypt's got numbers. South Sudan have a man down here. They got a set Marai. Anas Mahmoud finding Marai. Beautiful play, and he finishes under the basket. Well, great job there between Anas Mahmoud and Assem Marai. Taking advantage of South Sudan having to play it down. All of a sudden, Royal Ivy is going to call timeout. Oh, look at this. He took that one from the desert and landed it here in Monastir, Tunisia.
Don't fucking build a lead and give it up, guys. Get up on them.
Hey,
Jackson, that 3, get up.
When the ball gets to the middle, look opposite. It's wide open. Move the
Hey, I don't want you guys in here for long. 2 passes, get out. 2 passes, get out. Ball's over here. We get in from the weak side. We can get in from the dunker. We can screen it. All right, stop fucking standing.
Don't stand. Don't go east to west. Puncture the paint.
Pass fake and puncture the paint. Here we go. Here we go.
Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember, hey, on 50 low man. We got that. Hey, get your match up right.
South Sudan, of course, you can see Luau Deng saying to his players, look, we built the lead. Don't settle down. Keep piling the pressure. That's one thing with South Sudan, as we saw the other night against Senegal, is when they did build leads, they got very complacent. And Gorgui Dieng led his Senegalese teammates to a very big victory over South Sudan. And there's a kick out now. Ball court now, finding Kwani. Sunday Detch. Sunday turns around, fades away in the paint. Doesn't get it. Looking for options now behind the back, finds the Samurai. Egypt now trailing by 9 points. Kicks out with Samurai, doesn't take many three-pointers. Now they got numbers here. Kwani now, we're going to slow this one down, finding Deng Akuth. Why not now? Pulls up for a three-point from no man's land. And again, South Sudan doing what they do best. From the Jock Deng there, you can see getting his first field goal of the game. Restoring a bit of order there. Samurai now down the lane. Well, they're going to call a offensive foul on a Samurai, I believe. And Jock Deng there just giving a pat on the back to say, sorry, I didn't clip you, but obviously not deliberate. Samurai infuriated. Deep three again from the Jock Deng, doesn't get it. Looking for options now, kicking up to Anas Mahmoud. Had the three-point, didn't go for it. In the lane now, pump fakes. Usually tries to pump fake again, goes up, and that's much better. That's what they've got to do. Again, Anas Mahmoud, you know he wants to play power forward and play on the perimeter, but take it in the paint. Jock Deng now kicking this one up, finding Deng Akuth. Deng Akuth goes in, doesn't get the and one. And he will go to the free throw line now. Exactly what Egypt need to try and do. Keep getting the big fellas. Some looks down low. Deng Akuth makes the first free throw. Well, Deng Akuth currently playing in the NBL for the Adelaide 36ers. Also played in Georgia last season for Mega Tbilisi. He's also started his career with Sydney Kings and played for the Melbourne Tigers. So to be considered, he's in and a foul is called, so Egypt are going to get free throws now. That's the first free throw again. Egypt cannot afford any opportunity to put points on the board. So they'll take advantage and try to get themselves back in this one. They really have to take advantage of every single play they get. They'll make the second one now. 13-point lead of Sunday Detch. Ready for a foul on the ground against Egypt. Well, Egypt need to be smart now. They don't want to be over physical. And the lane now goes up into contact and it gets it with Sunday Detch. Taking it in the low post against Egypt. A 15-point lead now here to South Sudan. And the lane now goes up and a smooth little layup, and again, it's the same move again. I love that play, of course. That's the second time now that Halameen has done a good job of getting to the bucket. And again, if he keeps doing that, he's got to break the defense down and make it life easy for his teammates. A step back, mid-range shot doesn't get it, and I think the South Sudanese bench won a technical foul there for what they felt was a flop. So, well, me now here on the ball. He's got a Nas Mahmoud now, got it by Dane Kuth. Well, this is what a Nas Mahmoud's got to do. He's kicked it out, he's got to take him in the low block. And another Hail Mary three. Well, is that a Halameen or is that Stephen Curry in an Egypt jersey? 10-point lead now. Sunday Detch now. He'll pull up for a three-pointer. Sunday Detch right in the face of a Nas Mahmoud. Well, you know what day it is today? It is Sunday, the 28th of August. And Sunday Detch just putting on a clinic out there. Well, how do you like the Sunday? Sweet as you like. Mr. Detch just going to work.
We got to make them do a better job of getting in their space. Right? We got to recognize that, close out harder, force them to put it on the ground. When they put it on the ground, that's when we're pretty good. So I thought you did a great job of trying to step in and take it. Okay? We got to have more guys willing to try and step in and take it. Okay, let's go dive shoulder again. Okay, just drift down the floor. You're the roller. Okay, you're the roller.
Hey, good screen.
Right? Touch. Just like. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We've been here. Right? Just fight possession by possession. This is the game. So dive shoulder and then talk your way through it, right? You switch aggressive.
عايز نكسب الاربع دقايق دول. نكسب الاربع دقايق دول. لسه بدري ها لسه بدري. نزلوها تحت 10. نزلوها 8 بونت 6 بونت كوارتر ده بس ها 6 8 بونت كوارتر ده.
That is just from no man's land. Look at the drive to the basket. Well, Chef Amin cooking it up right now. Amin now for no man's land again. Well, didn't get that one, but it was on target. He has got the confidence right now to shoot the ball anywhere on the court. And that's Mahmoud now. Down the middle, another kick out, good ball movement. Egypt tried again. Come up short now, South Sudan here. Finding Nuni Amat now. Kwani down low, Sunday Detch. Detch in the post. Again, Detch avoids the block, doesn't get it. Sunday Detch is just, right now he's all over the court. It's the kind of player you need in your team to run a system. Plays on the perimeter, shoots a 3-ball, posts up, goes for rebounds. I mean, Sunday Detch is a full professional when it comes to the game of basketball. He's now a samurai. Back in the game here for Egypt. In the lane now, looking for options. Let's go, but a foul is going to be called. No more fouls for South Sudan to give here. Goes to the options now, kicks it down here to Samurai. Samurai gets caught in double team, goes up. Much better from the Samurai. And again, it begs to ask the question, why don't Egypt try to get the ball to him and that's back move more often, even if they don't have the one-on-one option, at least by drawing the help side from the defense, somebody's going to be open. They've got some good shooters in the team. Mitchell now, he'll try to back down against Samurai. Spins around, goes baseline. There's a kick out. Well, Detch now step back, pulls for it. Goodness gracious, Sunday has come ready to play. Well, he is lighting it up from the perimeter. 10 points now for Sunday Detch. Samurai spins out, kicks out to get Gendy for a 3 in the corner. Doesn't get it. The blue ball now with a rebound. 15-point lead. Wow. Blue ball now. Wow. Gendy's got to be careful because things are getting a little bit physical out there. I think Egypt right now is just trying to figure out how they need to defend South Sudan because at the moment, it's not looking possible. Well, Sunday time, nails it. Well, Superman goes to the bench, takes a breather now. Step up now to the free throws here. The free throw line here for South Sudan. He's number 13, Jock Dennings, made one 3-pointer. Well, the Royal True is in the game here, along with Marenga Kuth and Jackson McCoy. Jackson McCoy has 7 points in 4 minutes and 14 seconds, so again, a very efficient stat line to have there. Tries the backdoor play now, pulls up the mid-range, takes it, doesn't get it. No foul call on the rebound. Now Egypt have numbers here. They take a 3 of 3s up, and the 3 is way off the mark and goes out of bounds, and that will be South Sudan ball. There's the 3 again. he's okay. I think he's taking a bit of a knock there. So again, he's going to be a big loss. He doesn't come back in the game for Egypt. Amin now hearing the ball, heavily guided by Jackson McCoy. He's in the lane now. He attacks the basket, finishes that one. And that's much better now. It's only a 12-point ball game. Egypt not done and dusted. Well, Amin now moves up to 15 points. The handoff now. Jackson McCoy. Ankle breaker. Jackson McCoy goes in and he finishes that one, and Egypt are infuriated. They felt there was a push-off. But quite frankly, Jackson's just going to work. Well, Action Jackson said, you just got to get in the weight room, baby, because I'm going to work. Slight foul, the ball has been called now. So it's going to be 2 free throws now hit at Egypt because South Sudan. So foul's going to be called on Bokawal. Although he doesn't agree with the call, it's definitely the right one, that's for sure. He's probably been Egypt's best player so far in this game. The ability to spread the floor and shoot from the perimeter, of course. Saleh, Amin. And the key thing for him is he has to keep going at South Sudan. Keep trying to break the defense down, but yo, even when he tries to isolate, get to the bucket or something, even if he doesn't have that option, can always kick it out and find someone else. But you know, he's got Sam Morai and the likes of Anas Mahmoud in the team, and Gendi. So Egypt have some good players, but right now they got to depend on each other because South Sudan, at the moment, just way too resilient. McCoy now giving this one up. Finally, Achul trying to back down. And they say stepped out of bounds. So Egypt will have the last shot now here of the first half. Big play now. Play now makes a drive, turns it over. The South Sudan's got a second left. McCoy throws it up. Well, almost got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, South Sudan lead this one 46-34. One of these two teams will be one step closer to qualifying. Transition play has been the key difference in this game so far. I mean, South Sudan have done a good job of getting out on the break. The key thing for South Sudan is to keep putting the pressure forward, just to keep going at it. Sunday Dech, of course, has been a huge influence for this team. There was a one-legged fadeaway there from Nuni Ahmad. That is beautiful. You gotta love that. Nuni Ahmad, trademark. Samurai, again, as we mentioned, needs to be the X factor here for Egypt, along with Anas Mahmoud. Here's the back down play again, along with Marai. Marai again just needs to be a key difference between these two teams. Well, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long. We'll be back for the second half soon.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Just trying to find something about their offense. A few seconds left now, goes in the lane now, throws a, wow! Alpha Jallo says, Simon says, go in the basket.
The lob is thrown and just too much strength. No one can stop him.
Senegal matchup. Well, there's a turnover. Now, what do we have here? Throws it down. Yeah, took the gamble on defense, but look how quickly avoiding the block from Mustafa Jump.
Got too fast to give. Fade away is off. Tavares with the rebound. They've got time if they want to get a shot, and they may do. Mendoza drains it. That could be huge. Mendes extra pass. 0.4 of a second remaining.
The weak side, Barger says, get that out. And 15 first half turnovers. There's the replay of the block.
Passion of African basketball early here. And there's the attack, Paolo, nice pass and the throwdown! Wilson Bango!
He's now finding Keita, goes reverse set, but he gets rejected by Josh Okogie. Bomber now transition, he lays it up.
He should have. Stolen away though, Anabu, and this is what Coach Gallinopoulos was talking about, a couple of stops. Oh, rejected at the ring! Poitras embraces a fan, it goes the other way. Fofana is fouled hard. Have a look at a replay. Chasing it down.
Just one here in transition. Well, there's the alley-oop time. Well, you gotta love that play.
عشان نسلبريت كل يوم خلينا سلبريت باللي ما تسوي ولا كمو باسدا بابرا باسدا بابرا كيكا باسدا بابرا نادي برنيان بنادي وكيلا وعبد العزيز بنادي عنيلا وكل يوم بنادي كمو عشان نسلبريت كل يوم خلينا سلبريت عشان نسلبريت Kalina celebrate.
back over. If it's not there, now we got empty side. Hammer, you got to clear it here. So this is really just kind of like finding up space in that area. Guys, they're pressuring. Okay? So honest, Cap, Ali, or to be honest, Ali, yeah. Indy, you're the late flash. About to find you down the floor. We want to break it this way, as opposed to having it cross.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualified matchup between Egypt and South Sudan. Of course, if you're watching all over the world, we've got South Sudanese and Egyptian fans watching in their respective home nations in their beautiful countries, in the United States and Australia, and throughout the world for that matter. South Sudan will have the first possession here of the second half, of course, as Kwani inbounds it. And now Sunday Desh now back in the lineup here for South Sudan. Desh now just trying to use a screen here from Nuni Ahmad. Now, Nuni Ahmad has been a very influential player, but I think they're going to call a foul here against Egypt. That's going to be a problem for Egypt if they have to resort to switching all the time. And the foul is on Walid, of course. There's a penetration now. Sunday Ditch with a Fangirls and get it. And Nuni Ahmad now with 10 on the shot clock here for South Sudan. There's the penetration. She tries to go down the middle. Goes in a little scoop hook. And Nuni Ahmad gets the first 2 points of the second half for South Sudan. And Egypt can't afford to give up too many offensive rebounds. They got to take care of the boards. And there's a nice Mahmoud now. There's a hesitation now with Getty. Well, Mahmoud's got to get the ball in the low block. Great defense there by Nuni Ahmad. Amin now finds Anas Mahmoud. A few seconds left. There's a penetration. There's a spin out. That's a beautiful move. And Anas Mahmoud has got to keep doing that. Well, he went straight to work on that play. Sunday Detch now loses bounce, but goes through. This guy has got it all in the trick bag. Well, every move you name it, Sunday Detch is just a prime-time professional basketball player. And there's a kick out now. There's a pump fake. He's made a few three-pointers. Can he make another one? Hits a front iron. And Kwani. And then come up with loose balls. He finds Bull now. Bull now trying to post up here. Finds a mismatch. Bull high, simply unstoppable. Well, no help side defense as Egypt punish themselves. transition out. Kwani, big three. Doesn't get it, but he gets another offensive rebound. He tries to spin around, goes over the little move there, but they're going to call a traveling violation. So Chul there, that's a right move. Again, I kind of feel for him on that one. I have to see the replay again, but it did look good. Egypt now. Again, they can't give up here. They got to keep mentally staying in this game. Trying to refrain from getting into a physical battle here with South Sudan. And that's Mahmoud now. Made one good move. Here's a crossover. Pulls up, finds a Samurai. 6 shot by Samurai. Beautiful spin out move. And that's again what they have to do. Get it to a Samurai or get it to a Nas Mahmoud and let the big fellas go to work. A 14-point lead now for South Sudan. Sunday Detch now looking to isolate here. Detch now another 3-point in the face of a Samurai, and it's nothing but net. Well, Sunday is today's day, and he is going to work. The Samurai now pump fakes in the lane. A good kick up to get a wide open look. Can he respond with another 3-pointer? Yes, he can. Again, it's that man again, Amin. He now moves up to 20 points. Third treble of the night. Well, Sunday's feeling it now. Finds Nuni Amat. Nuni Amat goes in. He draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line. And at the moment, you know, Egypt are playing some good basketball. The problem is the deficit's 14 points. You know, they're doing everything they can, but at the moment, South Sudan just doing a great job of breaking the defense down. And that was a 3-point third. That's 3 for 6 from downtown for Amin. Well, he's a terrific basketball player. You gotta give respect where respect is due, and I'll pay homage to Amin for the ability to have the confidence. But now Nuni Amat, as we mentioned, makes the first free throw. I'll talk about a terrific basketball player. Nuni Amat, any professional team all over the world would love to have Nuni Amat on this squad. Well, 10 points tonight. When you talk about a player that can just play a variety of roles, I mean, he can handle the basketball, he can shoot the 3-pointer, he can post up. 6'9". He's going to go play in Puerto Rico next season for Leones de Ponce at 27 years of age. I mean, this guy has just reached his prime. Well, Amin now bring the defense. They're going to call a blocking foul there. They're going to call that against Kwani. Just tells Amin to calm down. Again, you talk about another primetime professional. I mean, Kwani's the best in the business. Had a good season with Jackson McCoy last year in Croatia. Andy now coming off one screen now. There's a kick out. This is much better from Egypt. Dish off, and that's a lot better. Well, we got a penetration to kick out. They got another penetration as a dish off. You see the big man under the basket. He's now Kwani here. He got it. Gets a hand up for Nuni Amat. Amat now attacks the basket. Finds the big man under the basket. Doesn't get it. And now Egypt down by 14. Still in this game, of course. Gendy now throwing it down low to Samurai. Samurai gets rejected. Well, they called the foul, but I gotta see the replay. My goodness gracious. That is phenomenal. Well, look at the block shot here from Luau Chul. Just pinning him off the backboard like a magnet on the refrigerator. Well, he makes the second one now, cutting it down to a 13-point ball game. Control. Cool, excuse me, we'll go to the bench, take a breather. Double cross over there from Sunday Detch. Sunday Detch will go back to the free throw line. Well, 15 points now for Detch with 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Remember, as we mentioned, with Sunday Detch, went to high school in Perth, Western Australia. He went to Churchlands before going to the United States at Metro State. And he spent 1 season in Denver, Colorado at the Metro State before going to play at Barry College. Now, he returned to Australia to play for the Perth Eagles before signing a contract with the Perth Wildcats. It's played with the Wellington Saints, the Illawarra Hawks, the Adelaide 36ers. But next season, they'll head to New Zealand to play for the Canterbury Rams. Well, 2-time NBL champion in 2014 and 2019. Comes up short now on the second free throw. He now tries to dish it up. He throws it away, but he gets it back. Samurai in the basket. Mariah now pump fakes, goes up. Samurai finishes. Coming down to a 12-point ball game. 9 points now for Samurai. Sunday Detch now putting the brakes on the handles. Mooney Amont in the corner. Amont now pump fakes, goes baseline. There's a kick out. Kawani, 3, nails it. Well, South Sudan have come out like a house on fire in this game. Well, this team has shot 50% from the perimeter, 8 for 16 from downtown. And that is a second tray ball in the third quarter. The other one coming from Sunday Detch. And that's been the difference in this game. Well, credit to Egypt. Egypt has shot 5 for 16 from the perimeter. I mean, they are playing good basketball too, but at the moment, South Sudan is just playing better. If you got total, Egypt had 19 rebounds, South Sudan 23. If South Sudan can just get a little bit more play with Anas Mahmoud. He tries another one, hits a sick tray ball here for Egypt. And this one I'm talking about, this is a cookout right now as Gendi Abdullahim who's in the lane now, takes an extra step, but again, beautiful move by Action Jackson McCoy. Well, we call that the South Sudanese step, baby. The South Sudan come up with it. The Sunday Detch in transition. Good ball movement down. Oh, one more pass, it's gonna be wide open. But look at Nooni Amont there, diving on the floor. And you gotta give credit to Waleed as well. Both players just going for it. It was what I like to call the South Sudanese step by Jackson McCoy. Now has 11 points, just over his average. And Jock Dang now comes back to the game here for South Sudan. Moraine got good, and now, well, what a rejection! Well, Majok Dang with the denial. Well, he said to a Samurai, get out of here. Well, look at the sportsmanship. Well, John Madang said, this is my house, get out of here. Well, Samurai now trying to get a hand up here. And made his last 3-pointer, makes another one. All of a sudden, it's still an 11-point ball game. Egypt not throwing the towel in. That is their 7th trade ball tonight. Egypt 7 for 18 for the perimeter. South Sudan 9 for 17. Egypt out winning this third quarter by 1 point. Mott now. Get the ball in the corner to Ajak. Ajak Dang. Following the shot clock now. Moraine Gakouf has got to get something going. Forces up a Hail Mary three. Almost got it. Ajak Dang goes up with it. And Egypt punished themselves by not boxing out. And Ajak Dang just went in for the offensive rebound. Again, it's that easy. Let's make another penetration. Kick out again. Good defense in by Ajak Dang. Somebody had to put a body on him, and again, that just punishes Egypt. Goes down the middle now, avoids every block shot, also avoids the basket. Couple seconds left under the basket. Almost got it off there. And now South Sudan can push this one. Jackson McCoy in transition. And takes another three-pointer in and out, doesn't get it. Mooney Mock gets the offensive rebound. In the lane now, goes with a sweet little finger roll. Again, this is beautiful. South Sudanese basketball. Offensive rebound. Cuts to the basket, wide open looks from downtown. Again, he can't fold Egypt. They're doing everything they can right now. They're running down the shot clock now. They've got to get something going. Oh my goodness gracious, one more block. He was about to throw it down. With Said Said there. Chuck Dang. Well, the reason they've called the foul there, I think it's because it's come from behind, of course, but again, you gotta love that. Both players just having a few words with each other. That's what you call professional trash talk. So free throws now here for Said Said. Well, this is the second one now. It's still a 14-point ball game. As Mooney Mott now goes baseline. And the penetration kick out. And Ajak Dang stepped out of bounds. And I mean, how can you not love South Sudan? Only 9 turnovers apiece between these two teams. Good basketball they've been playing. There's a pick and roll they try to go to, and I think they're going to go a charging foul. So great defense from Kawani there. Both teams now with no more fouls to give. There's a penetration now. There's a kick out. There's a pump fake. They try another three-pointer. Three is up. The three is good. Well, somebody check the lights out in this arena because South Sudan are shooting them out. Moraine Gakouf there, making a 17-point ball game. Hits the 10th three-pointer of the night. There's a foul on Kawani. You can see Luol Deng just getting up off the bench and say, where was the foul? But it's a tough one, that is. You can love the pump fake there, little step just off the dribble. Beautiful basketball. Again, Egypt failed to capitalize on the free throws. Something they're going to look back in this game and think it really is going to haunt them. Well, statistically in this game, Egypt now make that 9 for 14 from the free throw line. And even though the 4 free throws doesn't necessarily get them back in this game, again, it's more of a mental thing. 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. South Sudan now with a 15-point lead. Kwani now, good ball movement here from South Sudan. Foul drawn there. Doesn't get the and one, but look at the free throw line now for 2 shots. The foul is on the Samurai. Samurai now leaves the game, picks up his 3rd foul. I think that's a good decision to make because they don't want him to pick up a 4th because they're going to need him if they are to make a comeback here in the 4th quarter. The thing now for Egypt, regardless whether they win or lose this game, you got to think they're going to play South Sudan again. So try to make the deficit as small as possible if they don't win it. And look forward to the head-to-head in the upcoming next 2 windows after this one. A potential 2 for 1 here for Egypt. They got to capitalize. There's the penetration now. There's a kick out. Good pass. 3 is up in the corner, way off the mark. Well, the rebound secured, and now 2 for 1's not going to be an option. As Marine Gakouf here trying to push this one. Pulls up for another 3-pointer. Doesn't get it. That's a silly foul to give away. Because now they're just going to send Egypt to the free throw line. That's not a bad shot in transition, to be honest. I mean, he got his feet set. It's a foul afterwards. Nuni Ahmad now back in the game. You know, for me, he's one of the best power forwards in African basketball. And as I said, this guy can do almost anything on the basketball court. From handle the ball, facilitate, score from the perimeter, post up, pull up from the mid-range. And Nuni Ahmad is one of the top professionals. You'll find an international basketball for that matter. And the top player in the Australian NBL as well. Well, Marine Gakouf now gets a rebound. There's 1.5 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So South Sudan can have the luxury of dribbling this one down here for a last shot. Well, Nuni Ahmad now here on the ball. Sizing this one up. 11 points. Looking to isolate. 5 seconds now. There's a pump fake. Cross court, 3-pointer. Well, it's not going to count. 24-second violation. Well, I don't think Egypt realized that there's still time on the clock. I think as well, there should be a little bit more time on the clock as well, but up, and lands up in the VIP section. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, South Sudan hold on to a 15-point lead at 70-55 over Egypt in the fourth window, second round of the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. There are the stats right now. South Sudan just under 50% from the perimeter, 9 3-point field goals. Well, Egypt, very impressive as well, just under 40%. Let's take a look at the highlights from the third quarter. I love the way both these two teams just going at each other. The competitive rivalry between both teams. I mean, they want to be the new kings of African basketball. The good thing for these two teams, of course, they're in pole position to qualify for next summer's FIBA World Cup. Remember, that will be hosted in Japan, Indonesia, Gilas, Philippines. There is a QR code, ladies and gentlemen, for Courtside 1891 to get the best stream schedules and scores. Remember, Courtside 1891. Next month, we have the FIBA Women's World Cup, the biggest competition of the calendar year, along with the FIBA Eurobasket and the America Cup that will take place next week. Now, again, a much better player. Tadman, again, he's playing for an MVP. As I mean, just taking it to the bucket. 22 points now, 4 for 9 from inside the rainbow. Nuni Mott now thought about taking a three-pointer. There's another pick and roll. Dish the lane now. Oh my goodness gracious! Good night, Tunisia. That is unbelievable. Nuni Ahmad. Well, Ahmad's in the mood now. And just slightly slips over. There's a penetration. He's got to be careful there. It's a few times I've seen the play slip over here tonight. Jackson McCoy now coming off one screen, gets his pocket pick. Again, he comes up with a loose ball now, Egypt. Looking for options now. Pick and roll here with Seven Riders. Penetration, step back, takes a mid-range. Now Kwani comes up with a loose ball. Finds Nuni Ahmad now in the lane out. Well, it's too easy. You gotta love the way that Kakba there just throws it down like it's nothing. It's like putting an ornament on the Christmas tree. That's just so easy. But look at Nuni Ahmad. He went to demolition mode. Ripped the rain down, baby.
Ehab gets it and you go through, you're going to cross screen Asa into an empty side. We're going to be spaced out on the other side. Got it? Hey, we just got to fight through. We got to get back. We got to get stops in transition. Like, listen, like, emotionally, you got to calm down. You got to go back to thinking possession. Possession by possession. Win possessions. Don't look at the scoreboard. Get too caught up in the scoreboard. Let's go.
Well, 17-point ball game now. South Sudan, from start to finish, really have dominated this game. Here comes the pick and roll sequence. They mean not looking for options. Another turnaround. Samurai comes up with it. Great defense, but Samurai, again, doing what he does best. The game's not over, definitely not over, but you know, Egypt cannot mentally give up on this one. You gotta, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the mental fatigue. When you're chasing the game, you don't want to give up too many team fouls too early. Sudan now leaves the bench. Coming into the game now here for Egypt is number 7, Walid. Ali has played 16 minutes and hasn't shot the ball yet this season. Goes in now. Again, where was the help side defense? And that's what I'm talking about, the mental blunders there. Falling asleep for Egypt. You want to keep yourselves in. This is Jackson McCoy, goes up to 14 points. Trying to send Marai. And turns it over. Goes in the lane now. Turns it over. Maybe just a little bit too quick there. 17-point lead now here. Good movement now from Egypt. There's a penetration. Another turnover. Mooney Mott was ready to get out in transition, but backdoor play. There's a kick out. There's a three-pointer in the corner. 3 is up. 3 is good. And he turns to the Egyptian bench to say good night. Kawani. Finds Marai now. Marai finishes under the basket. And the Samurai can continue to be a powerful force here in the low block for Egypt. He now has 13 points. 18-point lead here. Mooney Mott now double crossover. It's going to be South Sudan ball. So South Sudan now making 3 changes. So Morain Gakouf, Mooney Mott will leave the game. And Mohamed Kawani. There was a three-pointer and turns to the Egyptian bench to silence the trash talkers. There's the penetration in the lane. Gets rejected. Wow. Luol Achul. Let's see the replay of that one. Sends it into the VIP section. Get out of here. This is Luol Achul's house, baby. And again, you gotta love the confidence, the swagger of these South Sudanese players. Oh, we got a turnover, comes up with it. Well, they got numbers now in transition. But decides to pump fake, takes a three, doesn't get it. They secure the rebound. And now, Sunday, I think he's going to claim he tried to throw an alley-oop on that one, but we know he tried to shoot it. There's now Anas Mahmoud here, back in the game for Egypt. Mahmoud now draws a foul. He said he was in the process of shooting, so he's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Egypt now. Samurai just getting the wind knocked out of him by Sunday Dech. Right now, looking to post up here. Goes down the middle, finds Anas Mahmoud. Anas Mahmoud goes up, and a 24-second violation because Anas Mahmoud didn't hit the free throw. Sorry, didn't hit the rim actually. Samurai said, "Please, give me something." Sunday Dech now. Backcourt here, there's a pick and pop. Chul spins around, Chul goes up, off the backboard, doesn't get it. Egypt now, again. As I said, the game's not over. But we're gonna start making some plays now. Trying to take on Dengakuf. Dengakuf, look at Royal Ivy now, applauding the energy, and it's a turnover. And look at that South Sudanese bench. The energy, the synergy, the cohesiveness. That is what it means to be a South Sudanese basketball player. Emotionally right now, Egypt have been taken out of this game. Sunday Dech now kicks out. There's a pump fake. He's in a little bit physical out there. Dech now puts a little teardrop, gets it to drop. And Sunday Dech just punishes Egypt. He puts the lead down, back up to 20 points. 18 points for Sunday Dech. On the way now, almost turns it over. Penetration in. Roosevelt does get blocked in the end. And now South Sudan here. Numbers in transition. Sunday kicks out, three-pointer in the corner. It is raining three-pointers. Somebody check the weather forecast, as this arena has been flooded with South Sudanese triples. 23-point lead now to South Sudan. And Anas Mahmoud now looking for a handoff. Tries to lob and tries to follow up, but a foul is called. There's going to be 2 free throws now to Anas Mahmoud. There was a three-pointer again. Well, misses both free throws. 23-point lead now. Now they can push this one. Sunday Desch now coming off one screen, looking for options. Goes down the lane, gets fouled. It's going to be a baseline ball because he wasn't in the process of shooting, of course. Gets the offensive rebound. It's going to be the one, but he'll go to the free throw line here for 2 shots with 3:22 to go. 23-point lead. Almost turns over. Again, 3 minutes ago, 24-point lead here to South Sudan. Desch short about taking the 3-point now. Finds Nubian Mott, spins baseline. Nubian Mott hit with a circus shot. And again, Egypt turned the ball over. Sunday Desch now with his penetration. Takes a fadeaway. You gotta love the move, of course, but Sunday Desch is just a phenomenal basketball player to watch. Well, Paddy Wang now coming into the game here. Well, Paddy Wang will be going to the British Basketball League next season to play for the Surrey Scorchers. And also coming into the game here for South Sudan, number 35. For Nyok Kwat. The fans give their reaction to an Asmak Woodstock. It's not a bad play, actually, but crowd just ironically cheered. It was on Dengakuth, of course. He now picks up his 4th personal foul. There's the pick and pop now. There's another deep 3-point, doesn't get it. Rebound secured now. There's Paddy Wang. Wang now looking for a crossover. He's down the middle, kicks up, almost turns it over. He's going to have a fantastic year next season when he goes to the United Kingdom to play for the Surrey Scorchers in the up-and-coming development to the British Basketball League. Paddy Wang now pump fakes. Looking to isolate now. Hesitation. Turns it over. Report for a 3-point transition. The 3 is up and the 3 is no good. And the rebound secured now. And South Sudan now. Finds Sunday Desch. Desch takes a 3, doesn't get it. The offense board secured. A turnover. Three is up, the three is no good. Wang with a rebound. Coming off one screen now, look for options. Tries to go to pick and roll, doesn't get it. No foul called. But Wang with a steal, good hands there. Well, takes a three-point. Three is up, three is no good. There's the dish now, goes in, a little fangirl, kisses that one, missed it. And Egypt now, trying to salvage anything they can there. Goes in, gets fouled, and that basketball does not want to go in the hoop. It's a great move. I thought he had it, but Amar Hussein now go to free throw line. Has 1 point so far tonight. He made one free throw already. Again, he's 1 for 3. Missed them both. They get the tip in though. Push to a consolation point there for Egypt. Takes another deep three. Tries to follow up, doesn't get it. Well, 22-point lead now here to South Sudan. As Egypt can continue to try to salvage something. There's a penetration kick out down the middle. They try another three. Three is up, and the three is no good. Last few seconds. There's the alley-oop, and the foul in the and-one. And Egypt will go to the free throw line here. Very much to a consolation. It's a good move, though. You gotta love that. Well, Khaled Abdelgawad elevated that one. The foul is gonna be called against Korniak Kouaf of South Sudan. He's only played the last 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, South Sudan, they win this one. 85-65 over Egypt in the fourth window, second round of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Look at the beautiful sight there. Those fans from South Sudan making the journey here to Tunisia. Look what it means to them. That is what it means to be a basketball fan of the newest and most exciting team here in international basketball. Congratulations to Royal Ivy, Luol Deng, and the South Sudanese Basketball Federation. They now move to 8-1. Again, probably the most talked about team here in FIBA International Basketball. South Sudan, this is just truly an inspirational, incredible story to see how far this team really has come. Egypt played some good stuff, but in the end, they just couldn't get over the final hurdle. Again, what a wonderful sight there. South Sudan, this is your moment. Huge shout out to Luol Deng, Adju Deng, Royal Ivy, Kawani, and the South Sudanese Basketball Federation. What an amazing, beautiful story this is. This national team now becoming one of the most exciting teams here. The synergy, the energy, the support. South Sudan, this is your moment now. As they go to celebrate with their fans. Well, there you can see the stats, of course. 17 for 34 for Egypt with inside the rainbow. 11 for 28 from the perimeter for South Sudan. And look as they celebrate with their fans, of course. 41 rebounds, 17 assists. Japan, Indonesia, Gilas Pilipinas looking like a reality. Sunday Jet, Detch, Jackson McCoy, and Bull Kual now leading the way here for South Sudan. And this is truly just an unbelievable story for this basketball federation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this window for these teams here. Senegal came here 3-3. Democratic Republic of Congo. It was a tough outing for them, of course, but they came close against Tunisia. Tunisia finally pick up one victory here at home. South Sudan remain top of the group and edge one step closer to qualifying. 2 more windows to go here. 8-1, followed up by Egypt with 7-2, and Senegal 6-3. Good night from here in Monastir, Tunisia.